Okay.
Coba lagi.
10,
Okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Okay. We on you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Gözde. I hope all of you are in safe and healthy in these quarantine days. If everybody is here, shall we start?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, first of all, I'm so grateful and glad to see you, Reese. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
You're very welcome.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Difficult times at the moment, but yes, we're coping. We're coping.
Okay, nice. Reese is my friend from our Lithuania project. We have stayed in communication with him since then. Maybe you remember Reese. I mentioned before about our association with Med.
Yep.
They gave the opportunity to Tariq and I for participating the project.
Hmm.
So if you let me a little bit more, I wanna give some information about MIFMED.
Yep.
Um,
Sure.
MIFMED is a law association, and our first mission is gathering Marmara University Law School students, academicians, and graduated attorneys. And we aim to grow together and stronger for this reason. And as you know, we send some students to Erasmus Plus projects, and I was one of them too. So under this community, we decided to make some broadcasts. Tonight, I'm so excited to announce that this is our first broadcast, and you are our first guest.
Okay. Lots of pressure then.
Yeah. These broadcasts will improve our members' experiences and help to build themselves. I hope it will be a milestone and increasingly continue with our friends' helps.
Okay.
Therefore, I want to say special thanks to our association movement for giving this opportunity to us. Yeah. So tonight, Aylin, Eylül, and Gülşah will join us. Hello,
Yes.
girls.
Hi.
Can
Hi.
you
Hi.
can you show yourself? Yeah.
Yes, we are
And
ignited.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope it will be amusing experience for all of us. So, do you want to start with talking about yourself, Reese? Who is the Reese?
Very difficult to put it in words. I am 26 years old. I come from the island of Malta. I am. I have a brother and a sister. I have a twin brother as well. So that is an interesting fact about me. My brother does not look like me though. I am a qualified accountant. I graduated with a master's in accountancy from Malta. Um, I have many hobbies, so I try to keep myself busy after work. So, as most of you know, my passion is in life are languages. So I study foreign languages on a part-time basis, and I have been doing so for the past 15 years. I can speak 7 languages fluently, and I am studying one more, and I have a basic level in another. Um, I'm also a musician. I play violin and I also play cello. I
Oh,
started the cello 2 years ago. Apart from that, I also am part of a local NGO, which is the Malta UNESCO Youth Association, and that is the association which I was representing in Lithuania when I was with Guzde. So yes, we also do a lot of projects, and we also work with a lot of youth in Malta. So it's interesting to also see your work and see you promote these type of exchanges amongst Turkish youth.
Uh, yeah, nice to hear you. Yeah, guys, do you want to start with your questions?
Yeah, I can start. I go first. So you said you have several hobbies, and now we're in a quarantine period, and
Yeah.
I'm just curious that if you have new hobbies, what do you do in this period?
Well, I still continue most of my hobbies because obviously language learning is still possible online nowadays, and most of my
Yeah,
lessons are online.
yeah,
I'm also part of two choirs, which I forgot to mention, and so I sing with two local choirs, and also the rehearsals are online. So everything is just has shifted online. I haven't had the time to start new hobbies because I already have a lot of new of hobbies. So starting something new was a bit difficult. I did start to learn piano because I
that's
have a
great.
small
Oh, very good.
keyboard, so I started to play a bit. But in general, I kept my hobbies, but everything now is virtual.
Great.
That's great.
Perfect. After violin and cello and the piano, come on.
A
I wish
bit,
I could
a
play
bit. I
one.
just
Oh
Pianist
my
and
God,
very basic.
you're so talented.
it's
Very.
okay.
Yes.
It's normal.
Yeah.
So
And
it's my turn. Hi, I am Gülşah, by the way.
Hi.
What do you miss in your daily life? What do you will you do firstly after these quarantine days?
I think the most thing I miss is visiting my grandparents. They're very important to me, and since at the moment it's obviously they are vulnerable, I have to try and keep away. So obviously I call them, but it's not the same. So hugging them would be the first thing that I
Or
will probably do.
yeah.
I also miss socializing a lot. I'm a very sociable person, so I like meeting friends, going to eat out. So that is something that I will miss, and obviously going with my following my daily routine because obviously it's not the same when everything is online. Um, Going to choir lessons is much easier when it's not online. Going to play in orchestras, going to take part in concerts, that is obviously not the same online. So I think it's more the social element. I will start meeting friends and be able to hug them and
Or I
Yes,
also
yes,
want
and
to
everybody
be
travel
should
all
be.
the
and travel as well. Very important,
yeah.
travel.
yeah, travel is really important for us. And
Super
now
important.
even we can't go to another room. Sometimes it's so full that I don't want to go there to another room.
I
Exactly.
also
Exactly. No, no.
miss being crowded people.
Yeah, but everybody is at home, and I'm always seeing my parents. I'm always seeing my brother, and after a while, I say, "Okay, enough.
Yes, of course.
Family time."
Really, after
Yeah.
60 days,
Right.
it's enough.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But anyways, hopefully soon there will be a light at the end of the tunnel.
We all hope that.
Maybe for
Fingers
Malta
crossed.
it's possible, but for Turkey it's a little bit early for the light.
Turkey is a bit too big. Yes, we are already opening. Where restaurants will open from next week. Hairdressers will open from next week. So yeah, Malta's already starting to open a bit, but no airport yet. No airport. That is not good.
So yeah.
Okay, now it's my turn. Hi, Reese. Welcome, and
Hi.
I'm so glad to meet you. I'm Eylül. When Gözde said us Reese is from Malta Island, I made a research about Malta, and I learned your official language is English, and also
Yes.
second one is Maltese. Am I right?
Hmm. Hmm.
I wonder, all Maltese can speak local language. Are they know it? And what is the similarities and differences between English and Maltese in Ireland's daily life?
Okay. So yes, Malta, as you correctly said, has two official languages. So everything needs to be written in English and Maltese. Malta was a British colony during 200 years. So obviously the impact of the British still remains. And yes, the majority of people speak English and Maltese. I would say that almost everyone speaks Maltese, and the majority speak English because some prefer to speak Italian, not English. Maltese is a very funny language. Maltese is like Arabic, so Arabic people will understand us speaking, especially Tunisians and Syrians. It's very similar to Tunisian and Syrian type of Arabic, and most people will usually understand us if they come from those countries. So it is completely different from English, obviously, but I would say that the language of business is English. So everything that's business related would be in English. University is mostly in English as well because we have lots of foreign students. So I would say that the majority during our daily lives, we would need to speak English quite a lot and write English as well. But I would say that most people prefer to speak Maltese between themselves. So yeah, it's an interesting curiosity, but yes, Malta I think is one of the non-Muslim countries that has an Arabic-based language. So
Do you want to say anything to our audience in Maltese?
yes, if they understand, I can tell them like جيني يسمني ريس وعندي 26 سنة نقط مالطا.
What does it mean?
So my name is Reese. I am 26 and I live in Malta.
Thank you.
Ah,
Anyone, anyone who speaks Arabic would have understood that.
Yes, thank you.
At
You're
okay,
welcome.
first
so I'm sorry, you can speak.
no problem. At first time when I heard that Arabic and Maltese are so familiar, I was shocked because, please, this is Malta and why Arabic? But when I learned that, I was really shocked and I need some time to, accept this. But this is reality.
Basically, what happened was that Malta was under the Arab people in 1800. They stayed here for like 200 years, and they wanted to convert Malta to Muslim. Malta was a Muslim at that time as well. Most people were forced to be Muslim, but the language stayed. The language remained, but obviously the religion did not remain. And Malta is Christian, fully Christian. Obviously, we have mosques. We have one mosque as well. So yeah, it's very interesting. I find it very curious.
So I am very curious about something that Gözde told us that you can speak 8 languages. I mean, how?
Seven.
I'm
Good
curious
question.
what languages can you speak and which ones you can speak best. I mean,
Okay. I speak fluent English, Maltese, French, Spanish, Italian, and German. I
oh
can
my
speak very
God,
good Portuguese. I
it's
speak basic
amazing. How did
Russian.
you learn that?
I didn't get it in my mind.
Because of this, he is here. Now he is here for the language.
I will
How
have to
did
teach.
you learn them? Like 8 languages is too much.
Basically, I
Yeah.
started when I was young. So when I was 11 in Malta, well, English Maltese always there. So you need to start learning them from when you're young. From the age of 6, you start learning English and Maltese officially in Malta. Then when you're 11, you need to select one language, but in my school we had to choose two. So I had Italian and French, which I started when I was 11, which I still continue to use. When I was 16, I started Spanish because basically that was the language I wanted to choose, but I couldn't because it wasn't an option. When I was 18, I started German and I continued with German as well. Portuguese, I started when I was in university, so around when I was 20. And along the way, I have studied Arabic, Polish, Chinese, Russian, Greek, and now Turkish.
Wait.
But obviously, I did not study them enough to speak them well. I just know some words, but the way you learn is sort of that you use them on a daily basis. I've always had jobs which meant that I use them on a regular basis. I used to work for an airline on telephones, and I used to speak English, Maltese, French, Spanish, German, and Italian quite often. So that helps obviously you speak the language. But yes, my priority was always to find a job that allows me to speak the languages. And I do that at the moment as well. Although I'm an accountant, I sell accountancy services in different languages.
Wow. All I can say is wow.
Very good.
So it's my turn. Have you ever heard any interesting knowledges about Turkey or Turkish people? Like, do you know any Turkish songs, artists, or foods? What do you think about the way Turkish people speaking English?
Okay. I visited.
Long question. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thanks.
So I've been to Turkey. I've only been to the airport, so Istanbul airport. I've been to Istanbul airport for I think 8 times now, but I never actually went out of the airport. So it's on top of my list to actually visit Turkey. Obviously, I've heard a lot about the country, and I've seen and I know that it's a very beautiful country. Obviously, the images that come to mind when I think of Turkey is the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul and the balloons in Cappadocia. So these things in my mind. What I think about the level of English of Turkish people is that usually they have a good level, but I don't think that you have the chance to practice a lot. I don't think. I think you study the language, but obviously you don't practice it a lot, and
Yeah.
that's always difficult when it comes to a language. If you do not speak it, you will not feel comfortable to actually use it. You can write it, but to speak it, then you need to use it on a daily basis. I don't know any Turkish. I know some Turkish artists because I'm a Eurovision fan. So, so I know the singer of every way that I can, and and of Dum Tek Tek.
All Eurovision songs.
Okay.
I always vote for the Turkish songs when they are in Eurovision because I think they're really nice always. Food, obviously, Turkish delight is something that I've bought a lot and ate a lot. But in Malta we have something which we call no. apart from potatoes, we have something called helwa Turk, which means the Turkish sweet. I don't know how it's related to Turkey exactly, but we call it helwa Turk. It's like I think it's from almonds. It's made from almonds, and it's like a paste. And yeah, that's what we usually refer to. That's what I usually think about when I think about Turkey.
Maybe this is related with our helva. Helva, the fruit.
Yeah, it's the same, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Do you know Tarkan?
Do I know
Tarkan.
what? I've heard of Tarkan, but I don't
Tarkan, a
know.
pop singer.
Yes, I've heard. I've heard.
How don't you hear? We played a song in Turkish cultural night. Don't you remember?
No.
Çıkıdım. Don't you?
It was
Please.
a year ago. A year ago.
We played Tarkan. It's our most famous singer, and it's like Turkish brand Tarkan.
Yeah.
Mega star Tarkan.
I've heard of him. I've heard of him, but I can't sing any of his songs.
Well, since you've said you like Eurovision, I would like to recommend a song for you. It's my favorite Turkish Eurovision song by rock band Manga, and its name "We Could Be the Same." I think you should definitely listen it. It's my definitely favorite. You should listen it.
What's the name? What's the name?
We could be the same.
We could be the same.
Yeah.
It's in English.
Which your second song is, Aydin?
Manga. Alright, okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Which year Manga attended
2010.
Eurovision?
2010.
Okay, 2010. The second one.
Well, they should have won. Everybody knows that, but whatever.
We want Turkey back.
Champions
We
of
want
us.
Turkey back.
Yes. I want to continue with language again. When you start to learn a new language, are you worried to talk other people, especially the natives? And which nation's pronunciation is more difficult for you to understand?
Which pronunciations and which languages is the most difficult?
Which nation's pronunciation?
Okay. Yes. I always make it a point to speak to natives. It's very important because you will get the accent and you will get the proper way of pronouncing things. So I think it's very important, and I also prefer to have teachers which are native usually, because obviously they will teach you in a better way. About the nation with the most difficult pronunciation, from the ones I know or from the ones I don't know. From the languages I know, sometimes German, Austrian German is sometimes a bit difficult to comprehend because they change a lot of words and they have a different pronunciation. So
For
Austrian,
example, I'm sorry.
like for example, a small example, but number 2 in German it's zwei, and in Austria they say zwo. So if you don't know that in Austria they say zwo, you would say, what the hell is he saying? That's a simple example. As well, I learned Brazilian Portuguese, not Portuguese from Portugal.
Oh
So
my God.
Brazilian Portuguese is easier to understand.
Yeah, but they're always using G for D. For example, dinada and ginada. When I was in Portugal, they're always arguing about the Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese.
Yes,
But both of them are so different from each other. They're talking in same language, but totally different from each other. So
even Brazilians don't understand Portuguese people sometimes.
yeah, it's so different.
It's very particular.
Also, Spanish's pronunciation is very hard for me. I don't understand anything.
Yeah, for me too.
Which one?
Spanish.
Finnish.
Yeah. Spanish.
Really? No. Spanish is okay.
Spanish is okay for you because we pronounce the letters as we see. If we see A, we will say A.
Yeah.
But I realized that most of the European countries, they pronounce it in different ways. So when I was trying to learn Portuguese and I was in the course, I said to my teacher that please, can you say the correct pronunciation of these letters? And she was shocked. She said, how? And I said, yes, I can understand, and I don't know the pronunciation. I don't know the correct pronunciation of these letters because this is totally different from my language. And she was really shocked, and I was in same situation with Korean guy because our languages are familiar, but Portuguese or Spanish or Italian, they are familiar, but they are totally different from our language. So we just sat and watched the teacher, you know, and I couldn't learn. For us, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, or other European language, they are they're so difficult for me, and I'm sure that
Yes.
for some of them.
And it was the same for me when I started Turkish, because obviously Turkish is completely different than from Latin languages. You put the words at the end, you add things to the end, not to the beginning. So
Turkish
Even
is a
with
very hard language to learn, I guess.
yeah,
it's nice, but it's really nice. It's really nice. I really like it.
Reese, I want to ask one more question, and it's
Yes.
about language again. Would you comment in comparison Turkish with other language, please?
Would I what?
Would you comment in comparison Turkish with other language?
Like compare
No.
them, compare
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. It's completely different. It's the alphabet is okay. Um, the thing with Turkish is you have to understand that the words you add to the end. So if I say uh, I study in English, you would say çalışıyorum, right?
Yeah.
I am studying.
yes,
So you put it at the end, not at the beginning. As well, like some vowels go with others. So if you have an E, you have to have an E, or you have to have E. But if you have a you have to get used to that whole process. So it's a different way of it's a completely different language from what I'm used to. But if you put your mind there, you will get it. Slowly, I'm starting to get it slowly.
Yes, we are waiting.
I'm sure that you will get over it too, like other language. So
Thank you.
I have a personal question, Reese.
Yes.
Wow.
Do you remember when we were in Lithuania? You could understand all of the other participants' language, like Italian, Portuguese, and of course Maltese. But you can't understand Turkish team while we were speaking in our no, in our language. And I saw the fire on your eyes that you will learn the Turkish.
That's why I started Turkish.
When I heard that you started to learn Turkish, I said, okay, I think this is related with the situation in project. And here is my question. I want to ask that, do you think that are these languages the kind of gold mines for your life, or are they on your passion? So do you learn them for your own wish and for your own passion, or do you learn them for your career, your as hobby, or to make empathy with other people? Because if you can understand the others in their own language, you can be in connection more and more. You can understand their feelings. You can understand what did they mean, or So, what is the reason?
Well, it's mostly because I think that language learning is a beautiful hobby. So it's mostly because I have a passion for it. I think if you study a new language, you are discovering a new world, and you are discovering a new country and new people. And obviously, like you said, if you speak the language of the people, then you are most likely to get closer to their heart. So I think knowing languages is a big help in discovering the world and new cultures. Obviously, it has benefits when it comes to getting a job because it's a very important asset to actually speak these languages. I have my current job because I speak these languages, so it is a very important tool. But in general, I would say it's more because I want to discover the world and I want to discover new people and I want to discover new countries. And I hate it when I go to a country and I do not speak the language. So it really bugs me. So I really don't like it. So even when we were in Lithuania and I couldn't speak Lithuanian or Turkish, I was like, ah, I have to learn.
Yeah, sometimes I was speaking in Turkish because Reese can understand, and I just want to make crazy him. And I saw this feeling on his eyes. So
But then again, I loved listening to language. So even if I don't understand it, I love listening because sometimes it's like music because it's like Turkish especially is very melodic. So the way the words are put together is always on a melodic basis. So it's really nice to hear.
I heard this a lot. Most of the people they say that um, Turkish is a kind of song, and our pronunciation is so melodic. I can understand this because we are always talking in Turkish, but I heard mostly.
Even our teacher tells us the rules are there because they want to keep a harmony, they want to keep a melody. And it's true. It's true. It sounds really nice.
Thank you a lot. And yeah, guys, do you have questions? What's the next?
I do actually, but for both of you, I want to ask you, how did you guys meet, or how was your Lithuania days? How was the project? I'm
Okay.
curious about that.
It was a very interesting project. Basically, the project was called Make It Rural. So the idea was for us to learn about entrepreneurship, but in a rural context. So how can you make a rural business, a green business? How can you sell agriculture products or bio products? So it was very interesting for me, especially since I come from a business background. Um, the project was amazing. We spent more than a week, I think, there. I think it was 10 days. But we were in a beautiful city called Kaunas. Really nice. The people were really nice as well. I made very good friends whom I speak to till this present day. Um, I think it was a huge success. The workshops were very interesting as well. Um, but yes, I think it was a very interesting project on the whole, and I hope there will be more soon. I'm waiting for more.
You have a lot of chances for these kind of projects in Malta. I heard
Yes.
this. Participating these kind of projects are a bit difficult than Malta in Turkey, but our association also support us to send these kind of projects, and they sent us to Lithuania. Me and Tarek, yeah. So I met with you, and we have, stayed in connection since then. So really happy to see you again.
Likewise. Hope you come to a project in Malta now.
If you make, why not?
We are organizing, yes. So I will let you know. I will let you know when we work with Turkey, and you can come.
We have a lot of willing participants from Turkey. So if you make one of them, we will be, pleasured. We will pleasure to join you.
Good. I look forward to it.
Yeah, guys, except this, do you have some questions or Do you want to add something?
Maybe
Nice to
good
meet you too,
context.
Reese. Thanks
Likewise.
for everything. Thanks for this
Memnun
good
oldum.
talk.
Ben de.
Teşekkürler ederim.
Grace, do you want to add
Thanks.
something to us?
Do you want to?
Do you want to say anything to us?
Yes. What do you study? Are you studying? Are you working? What do you do? Do you all study law?
We
Studying
all
on
study
Yes.
law.
all of
Yeah.
us
Okay.
law.
If you need attorney in Turkey, we'll be here for you.
We are studying.
Yeah.
We have Turkish clients. I have Turkish clients. And yes, so we might need Turkish attorneys. Yes, I will
And
let you know.
I'm sure we need foreign clients. So
Yes.
please.
Okay.
Yes, guys. So if everybody asks you questions, thank you again, Reese. I'm really
You're
happy
welcome.
to see you, and
Likewise.
I hope one day we will meet again in the reality.
Soon. I'm
face
coming
to
to
face.
Turkey. I'm coming to Turkey.
Please come
We
to
will wait.
Turkey. We will be so happy to, host you.
Thank you.
I
Thanks for
hope
joining us.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
we will take you to do Hagia Sophia, and you will see with your own eyes.
Finally.
But I don't know, after the COVID or quarantine days, who will live or not, I really don't know. I hope
We will all live. We will all live. It will be good.
I hope
Absolutely.
so.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're very
you.
welcome. Thank you for the
Take care of
opportunity.
yourself.
Likewise.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. İyi akşamlar.
İyi akşamlar.
İyi akşamlar.
take care of yourself and stay healthy.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye
Bye bye.
Bye bye.